Oh, good morning, South Africa. Good morning, Centurion. I hope everyone is fine on this chilly morning. And during the weekend, I had this thing of just coming live and kind of take down memory lane of COVID-19. Take you back to the 22nd of March and maybe reflect on how much or how far we have come as a nation, as a city, to be where we are, helping each other going forth in this. Firstly, I'd like to thank the community of Centurion. You guys have opened your doors and opened your hearts in and allowed us total strangers to come in, and whilst in this uncertainty, whilst in this the unknown of COVID-19, everyone was engulfed in fear. People really didn't know what's going to happen. Some said it's only going to happen for a week or so, but voila, we are now on the 70-something day. I'm coming live from you. Behind me is where it all started for Centurion. Some might know, some might not know. So I'm gonna roughly take time and kinda walk you through where we've been and where we are. Behind me is the Littleton Community Hall. The hall that opened on the 23rd of March. Opened on the eve of lockdown, to be precise, where a collective of people came together. I'm talking about the Henops Revival, Hi Taryn. I'm talking about the Kloof Family Church, Anandi. I'm talking about Dare to Love, the movement of movements. And yes, the new kid on the block, Centurion Haven of Hope. It will take me the whole day if I have to talk about the establishment of this phenomenal organization. But yeah, we came together on the eve. We heed the call when the president said we're going to be on a lockdown, and we thought of our street chronic homeless community and those destitute, the women and the children. And we saw on the news and we saw on TV how Italy was being ravaged by this pandemic. So we came together. We didn't know what to do. Let me be honest with this. We didn't know whether we're right, whether we're wrong, whether we're doing the right thing or what. But yeah, we were now so-called essential services. We were now on the front line of everything. We saw ourselves in the first 2 weeks, by the grace of the Almighty God, we were able to make 1,806 meals a day for a community of, from the preliminary census that we did in August, from August until February, we established that there's 880 homeless people in Centurion CBD only. I'm talking Irene, I'm talking Littleton, Kloof, and yeah, that's 880 people, where we saw initially that at the Centurion taxi rank we had a community of 144 people. We had a place called Marikani, that's just under the Gautrain bridge, where there's 250 people there. There's a place called the Mushroom, where the Bakherezi or the recyclers stay, which went to 150 plus people staying there. We had people under the bridge right in front of me, where 30. Down the Super Sport railway line, there's a community of 52 people. I know some of us might be shocked, some of us didn't know, but that's what we got. So now is the 74th, 73rd, if I'm not mistaken, day under COVID-19, and I thought it will be a nice gesture or a nice thing to come through and really come and thank you, Centurion. Thank you, Centurion, for allowing us to tap into your reserves, to tap into your storages, and you opened your heart and you allowed us to come in and share with your family. And yes, blessed is the hand that giveth than the one that receiveth. And a system has been created. At the moment, Centurion, all of this or everything dealing with homelessness, we used to do it in isolation, where someone will come and drop meal at a corner where he knows or they know that there are people there. So now there's a system. Instead of us doing things in individually, from the 23rd of March until now, a system at least has been created where Littleton Community Hall has turned into a hub. And we're not doing this only as a community. It will be like unfair for me to not mention the COT. The City of Tshwane has come through. They have now in Region 4, for the first time, they are dealing with homelessness and in public. And there's 2 centers which now are existing here. Is the one at the library and the one in Yevelwoord. And the numbers are fluctuating daily because now people, some leave, some come back, some are not sure and stuff. But at the Littleton Community Hall, we still have the 40. We have 5 family reunifications since we came here. People have gone home. And at the library, we've got, from the 47, we are left with now 21. We've got the Yevelwoord, where there's an 80 plus people. So this being a hub, Centurion, we still have those hotspots, the people that couldn't get the space of staying in a shelter or something, but we're still going out there and assisting. With your generosity, we're still going out, we're still assisting where we can. We've got the Irene train station where it's 80 people. And now, knowing that no man is an island, together everyone achieves more. We now teamed up with the Railway Cafe, Tanya and them, who've been at it for 10 years, feeding, assisting where they can, the community there. And now we've got 80 people who still need our assistance. We've got the 52 still down here. You still have the 40 and the 21. I know everyone is feeling the pinch. I know it's all difficult per se. But what I'm trying to say is, Centurion, we have to pull through. We are now in level 3. Kids are going to school. We just heard that the petrol has went up 150%. We're still here. We're still saying thank you. We're still saying you rock, Centurion. And to everyone who feels now they've been locked down for a while, they want to come in, they want to assist where they can. Let's not do this individually. Let's do this in collective. We're here at the Littleton Community Hall. You're free to come. Come at any time. Come sit, watch the space and see where you can do fit. If we start going back to on Sundays, on weekends, we go as 3 people and we stop and we drop meal or we drop things individually. We're not making a difference. In actual fact, we are perpetuating dependency. So when this is put in one area where psychosocial will happen, where people's needs will be addressed accordingly, the scourge of homelessness will be addressed and managed. There are those who are, yes, you might say, Tebogo, we are seeing people on the streets and. Yes, there are people who decide to go and live. Remember, to be in a shelter under COVID-19 is not by force, it's by choice. But we are educating people, we are preparing people of why we're here. Fortunately, we are sitting with the Tshwane Homelessness Forum as the Centurion Haven of Hope. We're sitting with the task team that has now managed to identify 2 buildings in Centurion, yes, 2, next to Pierre van Ryneveld, where we might see a place where we can house in transit manner and overnight stuff for the homeless people. So really, really Centurion, I would really like us to be behind this. There's two new buildings. That's the old fire station and the old Home Affairs. We don't know which one they're gonna take, but that's what the city has promised. That's what the city of Tshwane has said. Identify a place and they will make it happen. So yeah, that's those two ones. And people do wanna know now, where's the next step after this? At the moment, we're still here. We're still at the Littleton Community Hall. We're still a hub. We're still assisting where we can. We're still clothing people. It's cold, people. It's cold. There's women and kids out there. And there's a lot of reasons why people are on the streets. But today's talk is not about that. I'm going to take it to myself to come and kind of educate why people are on the streets. To be aware of the things that make someone to leave the warmth of their homes and be left on the streets per se. Coming to the coldness and winter coming in, and we know when coming to winter, people in Italy died at a very alarming rate because of the winter, because apparently that's where the COVID is very active. We have now embarked on doing a winter sweater drive. We are in 2018, something like this happened in the CBD, where 700 people were blessed with bumper jackets, thanks Impact Radio and Pastor Victoria. This is 2020. As Centurion Heaven of Hope, we are challenging ourselves, our friends and everyone to reach 1,000 mark with this sweater drive. It's from 250 a sweater to clothe someone on the street, to give someone some warmth, to show them that they are not alone, you know, to eradicate this feeling of hopelessness and see that there are people who still care out there, you know. And the drive, it won't be only about the sweaters. It will be the sweater drive. It will be a dignity pack drive. It will be a group of people going out in the evening or AM, we'll see, and just waking up a person and blessing them with that warm thing. And yeah, that's a bit of breaking the cycle of hopelessness, of people thinking they're not worth being called people or something. I might go on and on and on. The summary of this is to say, Centurion, thanks a lot. Thanks for everything that you are doing for us. Centurion, thank you for being there. And we here at the Littleton Community Hall. Come in anytime, come say hi, come ask how you can help, because you might be giving help that is not that much needed as yet, but the 2 cents worth, the 2 minutes that you might have of coming through and seeing where the system is, you might adapt this system and take it to another site of this huge Region 4. And yes, the drive is on. Let's spread it as wide and far as possible so we can warm and clothe the destitute. I'd like to thank a lot of people. I'd like to thank Lisa, Mia. I'd like to thank Dare to Love. I'd like to thank the team, the Centurion Haven of Hope team, Suzette Straydom. I'd like to thank Bitumelo Moabi, Paul, my boy. I'd like to thank Kerry. And just thanking you, Centurion. We still have a mountain to climb, and with your support, everything will come okay. On behalf of the chronic street homeless individuals and substance users of Region 4 Centurion, we thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.